Hello everyone, how is everyone doing? This is Mama Martin from Mama Martin's Kitchen. Today I'm making barbecued meatballs. And as you know, we've been trying to do recipes for the holidays. But this is not a Thanksgiving dinner serving or Christmas dinner serving. This is for parties within that time frame, church banquet, holiday church banquet, and having friends over, in the evenings for dinner or chatting and so on. And instead of eating ham and those things every time, you have other things you can make. And this is the meatballs I'm making here, and then I put it in the barbecue sauce. I've already put in most of the seasoning. I put in my favorite GUYANESE seasoning. I put in onion powder, garlic powder, a little bit of basil, a little bit of oregano, the breadcrumbs. I'm putting some paprika in because I love paprika. And this is bread. This is bread. I take the bread, soak it in the water, squeeze out the water, and take off the trimming around the bread. And so we only have the white of the bread. And you can use white bread, you can use whole wheat bread. No bread with seeds in it, because the seeds you'll be biting it in the meatballs. And then you just mix all the seasoning together. And the reason for putting the bread and the breadcrumbs is to hold the meat together. And I am using plain breadcrumbs. You can use seasoned if you want to, but I don't, because I think it will take away from the natural flavors of the meatballs. Okay, I've already mixed all of the ingredients together with the meat and the bread and the breadcrumbs. And if you look, you know that it's together. And it's well mixed in, because the meat is not sticking to any part of the pan. Now, usually people put eggs inside of this, like an egg or so, to moisten it up a little bit, so when it's cooked, it has that moist feel. I do not put eggs in meat. So I put a little bit of water to loosen that up, so that when I make the meatballs and put it in the oven, it would be moist. Because I put my meatballs in the oven, I don't fry them, it's already fat in the meat. See, it's still not sticking to the pan, but now this is how it looks. It has all the flavors and everything in it. A little bit of hot sauce or cayenne pepper, whichever one you want to do. And it's now all ready to be made and into the pan. When I'm finished putting it in the pan, it will be going into the oven at 350, and the shelf is moved up to the higher part of the oven so it can cook very quickly. The extra fat will come out of it, and then I will make the barbecue sauce and put it in there in my slow cooker. I'll leave it there for all of the barbecue seasonings and everything to go into the meatballs. It sits there, it's a slow cooker for 2 hours or whatever. How long you want to leave it. And I'll show you how I make that. Now I'm going to make the meatballs. Okay, I'm beginning to shape the meatballs. Pick up a little piece and then you shape it, and I put it on the pan. And now, I wish you were here, as I always say, that you could have tasted my meatballs, because the first time I made meatballs was for my mom. And believe you me, it smelled good, it looked good, but it had too much salt. And my mother said, you're trying to kill people with high blood pressure. I'm not eating that. But my father and my grandfather said, well, you do not waste good food. So we are going to eat it. You guys can sit down over there and criticize. Well, we are going to enjoy this meatball. And those two men ate it. I had some, I agree with them, it was too salt. But they ate it because they didn't want me to feel bad. But they told me next time you gotta hold your hand on the salt. So now this is not going to be too salt because I didn't put any salt in it other than the salt that comes with it, the seasoning, the Goya. The Goya gives you the taste of like if you put sea salt or whatever it is in it. You just make the meatballs and make them round. I keep wetting my hand so it doesn't stick. And you put it there and you keep making until I don't know how many I get from this bowl, but I keep rolling until I'm done. Okay, I made the meatballs and I got 35 from it, and these are the meatballs. Don't they look scrumptious already? They haven't been cooked yet though. And I'm about to put it into the oven. The oven has been heated to 350. And I'm about to put it in the oven. See, I moved the shelf up. It's not in the middle anymore. I move it up one because that is going to cook it fast. And it wouldn't get burnt. Put it in. And I leave it there for about 25 minutes, 20-25 minutes. And then when I take it out, I'll have the finished meatballs. I'll show you what that looks like. I'm about to make the sauce that I will use, because I have to get it started, to put the meatballs into barbecue sauce. I'm about to make that. Okay, I'm about to make the barbecue sauce. I'm using Sweet Baby Ray. Tastes good, it's the best. Put more in there. That's the barbecue sauce. I put a little bit of ketchup. Not much. Okay. A little bit of my hot sauce. I use this one. This is a Caribbean hot sauce, really nice and hot. I put a little bit of that. Mustard. And a little bit of lemon juice. Just a little bit of lemon juice, because the Sweet Baby Ray is sweet. So we're trying to get a nice taste here. A few drops of this, so if you have fresh lemon, you squeeze a little bit in it. And then I'm going to stir that together. If you're not using Sweet Baby Ray, then you add sugar, a little bit of sugar. But I don't need to put sugar in this. So it already has the flavor of the sugar and everything in it. I'm mixing all of the stuff that I put together, and then I'm going to pour some hot water in it. This is the sauce. I'm trying to get it smooth. Most of it is mixed in already, as you can see. And then I will just cover it and leave it there to simmer while the meatballs are being cooked. And then when that's finished, I lift them out of the pan into this, cover it, and leave it there on low. So it would absorb the taste of the sauce and everything. And then when that's done, and it's ready to serve. So that's the sauce, very simple. covered. Bring it up to medium. And that's it for now. Okay, these are the finished meatballs. And if you look closely, this is the reason why I put in the oven. All that excess fat is out of it now. And I'm about to put it into the sauce and cover it and leave it there to become barbecue meatballs. The sauce, see, it's simmering and ready to be used. Okay, all the fat that makes it healthier, and it's all in here now. The barbecue sauce, and I am going to cover it and leave it there to simmer on medium. Now if you're doing this for a party, it would be nice to finish this like early afternoon, and so it would be sitting in the sauce for simmering down for over 3 hours, which would give it a really nice taste. Because you're making it for the party, you make it early and you just leave it there because it stays there and you don't have to do anything else other than serve it up. This is the finished product of the meatballs, barbecue meatballs, and I'm gonna taste it. Very delicious, it's melting in my mouth. And this is the finished product that you will serve at your Christmas parties or church banquet. You can serve it then. Thank you for watching. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.